We're live. We're live. Facebook Live, Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. Shout out to my boy Ray McCline today. Thanks for that great event. I'm with the 1984 Olympic gold medalist, Jerry Page. Jerry Page won the gold medal in 1984. He also had a lot of pro fights, too. Jerry's a great man. He's doing great things here in Columbus, Indiana. Jerry, say hello.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
All right. So, what would you want to say to any kid out there that is on his way, climbing his way up there? What would you like to say to any of these guys out there?
Say, get busy, as many fights as you can, many tune-ups, many tournaments, get all the experience you can, and you're going to need it to help you develop and become the fighter that you want to be.
Yeah, so he's thinking about, like, just get some fights, get in there and start. Hello, Julie. Hello, Fred. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Billy Blues. Love you, man. Johnny O.T. Johnny, we're going to be there. Billy Blues. Okay. I'm with Mike Weaver. Mike Hercules Weaver, WBA heavyweight champion. What do you got to say to Mike Weaver?
What's up, Mike?
Mike, okay, look. We talked about you today with some guy named Buster Douglas or something like that. I think that's his name. And we talked. He said, "Where's Mike Weaver from?" I said, "I'm calling him right now." Oh, Texas. I forgot. He's living in California now. All right, look, Jerry says get out there, get as much amateur experience as you possibly can to develop what kind of fighter you want to be. Is that correct?
Correct. It's hard to be a fighter if you don't fight.
If you don't fight.
So you gotta get that. That's a must.
Absolutely. Gotta get the fight. That's a fight. Jerry was part of the 1984 team, which had some greatness. We still think it's the greatest Olympic team that ever lived. You know, I'm biased about the 76. I still got my boy Michael Spinks in my back pocket. I loved him and Leon. But talk about that 84 team. We had Jerry Page that won a gold medal. Paul Gonzalez won a gold medal. A guy named Steve McCoy won gold medal. Who else? Meldrick Taylor was an Olympic gold medalist. I'm going to correct that, okay? I thought when I fought Meldrick Taylor, the referee was Kenny Bayless, right? Not Richard Steele. So I thought Kenny Bayless and Meldrick were both hitting me, but that's a different story. Go ahead. I know we're going to go with Sweet Pete Whitaker, 1984. Yes. Now, Jerry did a lot of training, a lot of sparring with these guys at a very high level, right? And there was another guy named Evander Holyfield on that team. He was a bronze. Mark Breland. He was 110-1 as an amateur and an Olympic gold medal. 35-3 as a pro. Who else on that team?
Frank Tate.
Frank Tate was on that team. One bad boy. Who else was on that team? Virgil Hill. And he won the silver medal. I mean, he was five-time world champion. Some of them guys, 84 team won the most medals. They had more world champions as a pro. They won more titles. I mean, that's why I go with the 84 team, you know, regardless of who they thought or not thought, or somebody wasn't there, or this one wasn't there. Hey, Mike Elliott, shout out to you. Hey, Billy Blues, love you. See you in a couple of weeks.
Henry Tillman,
Tyrell Biggs. Henry Tillman was a gold medalist, wasn't he?
Right.
Henry Tillman, gold medalist. And so was Tyrell Biggs.
Yes.
Tyrell Biggs. He's actually the only heavyweight that won. American super heavyweight. Because Tyrell, wasn't it Stevenson just dominated for years? So, yeah, so finally he got it.
Well, it was heavyweight with Stevenson.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. Tyrell was the first time they put in super heavyweight. Then he won a heavyweight. And Henry Tillman.
And tell us the process on how did you what year did you make the Olympic team? Obviously, yeah. Thank you. What would you say about the process for the Olympic team? How hard was it to make it?
Well, I had a different route, basically, but it was generally back then you had to win a national tournament, ABF, Golden Glove, Eastern Regional, or be Armed Service Representative.
So, and who did you beat out to make the Olympic team?
Tim Raven. Tim Raven beat me in the Olympic trial. And He went on to beat John Meekins from New York, Queens, New York in the final. So they had a box off between me and John Meekins. And I beat John Meekins in Colorado Springs. Then I fought Tim Raven twice in Las Vegas to make the Olympic team.
84 All right. So would you say that would probably, what does it feel like to win a gold medal? Be honest and represent your country.
You know what? Fighting at that level for a long time, it was kind of hard to explain. It's kind of like it's just something that happened. It's like, I can't believe I've done this.
Yeah,
Right. So never really understood the full impact of it. It was a wonderful experience.
Yeah. Now the '84 team. How many of them ended up winning the world titles? Did Frank Tate win the world title?
I think Frank Tate did. Yeah.
Evander Holyfield was a 4-time heavyweight champion. Meldrick Taylor was a welterweight and junior welterweight world champion. Who else? Mark Breland won the welterweight championship.
Virgil
Hill won the light heavyweight championship and the cruiserweight championship. And then we also had another guy named Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker won the world title. Actually, we thought he got robbed during the Chavez fight. Did you think he got robbed against Chavez? Did you think he beat Chavez?
Chavez, that was a close fight. I can see where Pernell should have got Chavez.
All right. Well, Johnny O says he loves the boxing history and wants to thank you for the boxing memories. Pete remembers you from Columbus, Ohio. Is that where you're from? Columbus, Ohio? So that's where we are right now. We're in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, he's from Columbus, Ohio. All right, Johnny O. Look, Johnny O, we might get him up there for a Billy Blues show. I got to work on him a little bit. Get some uppercuts on him. Hey, Robbie, how you doing today? What do you say? So after your amateur career, talk a little bit about your pro career as you started, went on. I know you started off 8-0. I know, but maybe somebody didn't know how to manage you. Maybe I know you had a bad knee. Tell me a little bit from there.
Basically, 8 fights, 8-0 within 3 years, 1987. So, as you can see, that was a turtle pace. 8 fights, 3 years. Hard to kind of to participate at an elite level.
Yeah.
When
you're not fighting as much as you need to fight.
And I wasn't fighting as much because my knee was hurt. I mean, I had a knee injury, chronic knee injury, and it was nothing I could do about it. So you fight the elite guys.
Yeah, they always had to fight.
You can't run and train like you like to. It kind of puts you in a disadvantage. And now I had a fight with Terrence Ali. I was 8-0.
Yeah.
Fought Terrence Ali. Basically, I was promised a championship title fight after that if I'd have won the fight.
Yeah.
And I think it was Buddy McGirt and Chavez, Buddy McGirt.
Probably Meldrick Taylor.
He didn't have a. I don't know if he had a title by then, but they. But I lost to Terrence Ali.
I just saw a fight last night where you fought world champion Frankie Randall before he upset Julio Cesar Chavez. Now he says, I saw your jaw get broke in what round? Round 9? He gets his jaw broke in round 9 against Frankie Randall and loses by 1 point on the scorecards. It was a close fight, great fight. To kind of walk us through that, how did it feel? I know you don't want to talk very good about. I try to tell people that you want to shine like a diamond, you got to get cut. And there's a lot of guys that want to shine like a diamond, but nobody wants to get cut. Obviously, you got cut during this whole process, and you had some good days and some bad days. Explain about the broken jaw.
Basically, it happened late, and I know when I got hit a few times, I was like, wow, I've been 9 rounds with this guy. He wasn't hit like that. So
so he gets his jaw broken tonight.
So my jaw was broke, but I didn't know it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it. And then I never had a jaw broke, so I didn't know what it felt like. Anyway, the referee was trying to stop it. I was like, no, I'm winning this fight, or I'm going to try to still win this fight.
Yeah.
So, and I took pride in the fact that I'd never been stopped. I wasn't trying to be stopped. Never. I lost fights, but I never been stopped.
Never got stopped.
So, I gave him a decision, and afterwards they
said
rushed me to the hospital.
And he got his jaw totally wired shut. Right?
Yeah.
So he talks about getting his jaw wired. I remember Chavez giving me 17 stitches in my mouth with these crazy uppercuts that he used to hit people with, and he hit me with them too. So, now, but tell us about, when did you first start amateur fighting? At what age?
9 years old.
9 years old when you started amateur fighting. And then when you won the Olympics at the highest level, it took you how many fights to win the Olympics?
Actually,
was it 4 or 5 fights?
5.
Took him 5 fights to win the gold. So your first round, who did you beat?
Hillman Girdle.
Where is he from?
Germany.
Germany. So he wins Germany. Then your next, who did you fight in your second round?
Xavier Robles from Mexico.
You fought a guy out of Mexico. And then your third round?
Dun Gil Kim from South Korea.
South Korea. So we get that one down. Now we start getting to the finals. Final 4. You're here with making the semi. Looks like the bronze medal. If you don't win, but go ahead.
Fight for Mirko Puzovic from Yugoslavia. I already fought him before, so I remember his name.
Yugoslavia. So he beats them. And then who did you win for the gold medal?
Dawi Brahma, Thailand.
Thailand. He wins the gold medal. 1984. All right. So we just hung out with a guy named James Buster Douglas. Now, show us how do you know James Buster Douglas?
Well, James fought as amateurs. Columbus had a great program back then. Buster, he's a great amateur. Of course, he has dad, Bill Douglas.
Billy Douglas was the popular fighter.
Buster, we went to the Junior Olympics together at Green Bay, Wisconsin, I think in 1975, I think.
I'm with you, and we're starting to talk about some of these stories about some of these road trips that you guys went on. And some of them we can't really say exactly what happened, but some we can, all right? So on the road trips, I think that's where the bond starts with all the men, guys, right? It's with the bond. It's the bond. It's about, hey, how you doing today, Pete? How's it going? Columbus. That's where we're in Columbus, Ohio right now. Right here, I'll take that burger. Right here.
And then 5 rings.
Yep. And I'll order some fries too.
Fries?
Yeah, yep. All right, so we're here. We're at, where are we at? Roosters here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm with William. Come around here, Billy. Come around here, Billy. This is Jerry Page's boy. That's my boy, Willem. And he's one of my good friends. We go on a road trip. We chase some greatness together. Him and Jerry go back how many years?
My mind.
About 25 years. And he was the best man in the wedding, correct?
Yes,
He was. And he was your coach as a amateur. He was an amateur fighter. So that's how the relationship started. But this is what boxing's all about. It's about going from boys to men. And that's basically where we're at right now. How to be strong. So they've held a relationship for how many years? 25 years. And he's been our buddy ever since. So he's been Jerry's boy for 25 years. And, so when is the wedding date with you and the 5-star bride?
Soon.
Yeah, we hear this all the time.
She might be watching. Soon.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Jerry, tell us all the great fighters that you know from Columbus, Ohio, that are great fighters from here. Von Johnson.
Jerry Page.
Don Johnson.
Until Johnson.
Donzel Johnson was an AAU amateur champion in 1977. Jerry Page, gold medalist in 1984. Manny Galloway was what? WBO welterweight champion.
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year. Thank you. And then who else was from
Elmer
there?
Kente was
Elmer Kente.
he was a double national amateur champion and crowned first world champion, WBA lightweight champion. Of the
What
world.
day is it that we all get down here for the Ohio Legends? Is that what it is? What day do we do? When do we do
That was
that?
February,
We
right?
do February. What's that day called? What's that day called? When we get all the legends come down here.
Columbus Legends.
Columbus Legends. John Johnson, who was the manager of Buster Douglas, and he coached
We had Steve Gregory.
Steve Gregory.
Yes. The who else did we have? Steve Gregory, Buster. I think yeah. Buster fought Tony Tucker before.
Yeah, he fought Tony
for a
Tucker
championship.
in an IBF championship in the world.
He fought Steve Gregory fought Ayuk Galuli
Yeah.
over in Denmark for a championship.
And don't understand one thing about John Johnson as a
Darren
manager.
Allen.
Darren Allen was world champion. He was light heavyweight champion of the world.
Michael Clark.
Michael Cole.
He the prominent world. Big sword.
So we get a lot of greatness over here in Columbus. Okay. One thing I want to say, John Johnson. I think John Johnson moved guys in the right direction. He got them shots. Got the WBO title shots. He got guys shots at the title. I mean, you got to give John Johnson some credit. Yeah, and he did. He's a very educated guy. He knew how to move them. Another thing. How about he was Ohio State? Yeah, he was one of the coaches with Ohio State. So he's a big name down here. John Johnson, Buster Douglas. We just talked to him today. Buster, I think, was a great guy. Great guy. He's a great guy.
He was at Steve Gregory. Question mark.
Steve Gregory. Who's Steve Gregory?
Steve Gregory was a junior middleweight.
Junior middleweight,
Contender.
former weight contender for the world. All right. So Pete, do you remember Kelly Snow? Kenny Snow,
Yes,
welterweight. Mike
Yes.
Bradley.
Yes.
Yeah, he remembers him.
Yeah.
So when I first talked to Jerry goes, I want you to come over to my Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. First of all, he says, do you know anything about boxing? That's the first thing he said. And I said, well, he goes, well, who's do you know Norman Goings? I said, Norman Goings was a 72. He was a national Golden Glove champion. And there's another guy there from Indianapolis named Marvin Johnson. Did you ever hear of that? And how about Sammy Naismith? Now I start talking his language, and I was okay. If I come to the bar, and they say, what kind of bourbon you got? And I ain't over there saying, now Jack Daniels. I'm saying Woodford. We got Basil Hayden. We got
J.B. Williamson.
J.B. Williamson. We just talked about him today. I mean, obviously, we think that he should be getting into the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. I think Jerry come down for the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. What did you think of the event, Jerry Page? And William was there, too. What did you think of the event?
Put together real good. It was a pleasure to be there, and it was great to see the Indiana community come together and support their former boxers. That was
That's
wonderful.
what we want. We thought sometimes they don't get enough recognition, so that's why we do stuff like this. Me, Keith Boggs, George Spravis, Fred Burns. We've been boxing icons there for a while, so we want to make sure that we get it at a high level. But today, man, you're getting to see Jerry Page, 1984 Olympic gold medalist, and you can see. Hey,
I was reading the comment. He was trained by Angela Dundee. You were with Dundee as well, right?
Correct.
he was trained with Angel on Dundee as well.
He was saying that Gregory was
All right.
with Dundee.
Mike Hercules Weaver. Well, Mike, God bless you in the Lord. I remember, I think it was 1980. I was young, and I was watching you fight some guy named Big John Tate. Does anybody remember him?
Right.
Yeah. So, and I remember Mike hurt him in the 12th round and turned the fight kind of around. And then with 40 seconds left in round 15, Mike Hercules Weaver hits him with a hook that he went face first. Not many guys get knocked out face first.
Mike, he messed his career up. He messed the Olympic career up.
Yeah.
John Tate, he messed his career up.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Well, I don't know if I can get Jerry Page at the next event, Johnny O, but I'm working on these guys, man. I'm down here. I'm building a relationship. I'm doing work that needs to be done. I'm going to give a shout out to Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. Ray McCline, great man, did great stuff. Billy's got to go. Hey, thank you. We're just here having Page, Jerry Page. But look, I'm going to get off here. I'm not going to be here much longer. Anything that you want to say, Jerry, to any of your fans out there?
Well, keep supporting boxing. I would love to see the amateur program pick up across the country. As far as I can see,
Food's good, Dan.
it's slacked off a little bit, but hopefully we can get our amateur program back on track and start producing more champions and Olympic champions as well.
What do you think about Dante Wilder now and Anthony Joshua?
Very proud of Dante Wilder. He started late, but he's.
How about he gets a bronze, like in a bronze medal when he only had 20-some amateur fights?
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's
rare.
Amazing. That's amazing.
It's rare to
Now he's
do.
a heavyweight champion, and that's a great opportunity.
Robert Greenwood.
If he knock off Anthony Joshua, that'd be huge.
Well, we're talking about doing a show in October there in Indiana with Robbie Greenwood being the main event as an amateur show. Jerry's thinking about bringing an amateur over there. Really good fighter. What's the kid's name?
A couple of guys. Jared, first he's a heavyweight, southpaw, and we're gonna bring him up here and put him in on the show up here and see how it goes.
Right. And then we'll bring the other kid. He's 2-0. What's his name?
Wow. He's not my fighter, but
He's Buster Douglas.
yeah, it's phenomenal.
Phenomenal, great kid.
Up for 2-0.
Yeah, what he did, he beat a kid with 40 amateur fights, and he was only 2-0, so we think he's really going to be sharp. Randy Gordon, the commissioner. Have you ever heard of Randy Gordon? Randy, thank you for joining us. We know you do a lot for boxing. Some of the rules that you would think that could still keep it safe. What do you think? Some of the rules. Keep boxing safe.
Well, I don't think you bunch of people. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
I don't think that's the part of the problem. I think boxing is implemented what they have to do to keep things safe. I don't see much.
See much changes. I think they did some good rules. I think
Right.
the 12 rounds now. I think the way things are going. I think each state, obviously we get Indiana, we get Illinois, we get somebody comes in there and says, "Don't tell me how to run my state." Somebody comes and tell me, "Don't tell me how to run my state." I can see that sometimes.
But it's a credit that you haven't been hearing too many injuries in boxing lately.
No.
I haven't heard it.
I haven't
Nobody
heard much either.
nothing. I mean, just basic. You can expect certain things to happen, but unfortunately, no tragic things have happened. I think he's been doing a pretty good job.
I think they're doing a great job. Tim O'Neill almost said hello. Kelly Manley, 5'82". Jerry, was you a counter puncher? And the Cubans in 88 or 84. Why do we got to talk?
That kind of very close.
Tell them about the guys from the
Zuber Hill was good.
good.
He was very good.
Very good.
He was tall, welterweight and the light welterweight. He's one of the better Cubans that I've seen.
Yeah, Cubans has a great team.
Zuber was a very good fighter.
Tony Delk. Ohio State Fair still around. Ohio State Fair. We're going to have some Ohio State Fair fights here pretty soon.
Ohio State Fair is around. It's a shadow of what it used to be. I think they got a ringside tournament taking place during the same time. And that attracts some of the fighters to go there And so it's a split up. You know, some people are over here, some people at the fair. So the fair is
fair's still strong, but it's not as strong as we think it should be back in the older days, okay? But we're just talking about, you think about the 70s with Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Aaron Pryor. I mean, the names just pop off the roof. You know what I'm saying? Elmer Kent, Ray Leonard. I mean, Marvin Hagler. So, tell me some of your memories on the Indiana boxing. Some of the best fighters that you remember around here.
I remember J.B. Williams.
J.B. Williams, Roman Goins,
Marvin
Johnson. Do you remember Ronnie Essen? I think he was an Olympian.
Yes, sir.
Remember Ronnie
Yeah.
Essen was an alternate on the Olympic team.
Yeah,
That's
he's out of California right now.
Yeah.
Essence is great.
Ronnie
Great guy,
Essen.
man.
Yeah.
Great amateur. Did well in the pros. And, yeah, it's good.
Great fighter.
Yeah.
How about Prater?
Prater.
Tommy Prater?
Oh, yeah, that name. I think I can't remember much, but I remember the name. Tommy Prater.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, right.
Well, how about Ron Turner? He's saying hello, Jared Page. Ron Turner was a heavyweight Golden Gloves champion, and it's hard to win the Golden Gloves in New York, would you say?
Sure.
Yeah. In the open division is really hard. Ron Taylor did. He fought some tough guys.
Hi, Dan O'Malley.
Hey, Dan O'Malley, how you doing, man? Hey, guys, thanks for joining us today. Big Ron Turner. Yeah, Big Ron Turner was a good fighter. You see him at the Hall of Fame there in Canastota. Do some great work. So, Jerry, okay, the 84 team, loaded with talent, loaded with – I actually think the Hall of Fame 84 has the most Hall of Famers that we have in the Hall of Fame, too, 1984 class. We got Holyfield, Virgil Hill, Pernell Whitaker. I mean, think about who's all the guys in the Hall of Fame.
Quite a few. I mean, that was a wonderful team.
Who did you spar the most with in 1984? Get ready. Pernell Whitaker. Southpaw Pernell Whitaker. Randy Johnson, Jerry. I see Mark Breland a lot in New York. Do you ever get to see or speak with Mark Breland?
Yeah, that's a great guy.
Mark's a great man.
Person, man. He's always done well in everything that he's done in boxing. And it's a pleasure to see him working with Wilder. Can act for a better guy than Mark Breland.
Remember, respect for Mark Breland. Randy's great. He's not even a great fighter. He's a great man. And then this great man. Anything you want to say to anybody else out there that has a dream and wants to chase it? A dream and wants to chase it. A dream. Everybody has a dream, but not everybody has a grind. But everybody has a dream, but not everybody has a grind. What's the separation?
Dreams can't come true, but you got to seek it. You got to go after it. Put your foot forward and see what happens. I mean, because you don't reach your dream doesn't mean you're a failure. Just a dream that didn't come true. But you're attainable.
Yes, exactly. And everything is you reach for start for the moon, and if you just get a dance with the stars, is that bad? What do you got here?
But that's USA. USA Network. Right?
US Net, yes. Yeah.
The great Randy Gordon.
Yeah, Randy. Yeah. Randy Gordon. Now he's the commissioner there. Yes. He's the one, commissioner in New York. Randy Gordon's been like he does his. I love his Randy. He does his Randy boxing thing on Facebook. It's great stuff. Look, we're gonna get off here today. Who do you go with, Wilder or Joshua?
That's a toss-up to me. Both of them are Tall, big, an Olympic champion, an Olympic competitor. I mean, they're both of them are got belts. I just think that's just be a good fight.
Yeah, we think it's a great fight. You know, I got to go with Wilder. He's going to use to pick him. I put a post on in there today about Randall Bailey. Randall Bailey was a great fighter out of Florida. Achieved a lot of great things. He's a two-time division champion, junior welterweight and welterweight champion in the world. I know he's from Florida somewhere. He's in the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. Do we have a Ohio Boxing Hall of Fame here? See, I don't think they do have it. I think it's something we should do.
Yeah, that's something that maybe
That's something that
approach.
yeah, somebody want to do it. Somebody wants to step up.
Ohio could definitely use one.
Yeah, they could use
There's a lot
that.
of greats.
And I see your picture on the wall down there. You and Buster Douglas. What picture is that here in town that has you on the wall?
So it's right outside downtown. It's a mule, like a lot of people
Famous.
that done things in Columbus for the community, for the city. So it's a long street. It's a nice honor.
Absolutely nice honor. I also went to the city and they had something on you too. And I went to the courthouse. What was that there? They did something on Jerry Page in the courthouse. What was that?
City Hall, I think.
City Hall.
That was another.
Another honor he got at
honor,
City Hall. Okay. Bob Cummings, the boxing administrator. Okay. Hi, Philip. How you doing? In your opinion, what was the greatest fight you ever saw? Live and on TV. That you was at. That's a tough question. I'm going to tell you mine here in a minute.
Tell you the truth.
In 1981, it was my senior year. I think it was in November. I drove to pay-per-view, watched some guy named Tommy Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard in 1981. I thought that was one of the greatest fights I ever saw. I think the greatest round I ever saw was Tommy Hearns versus Marvin Hagler round 1, and I believe that was in 85. Greatest fight I ever saw live. I don't know. I think when Frankie Randall upset Julio Cesar Chavez, and I was in the stands when I fought Meldrick Taylor that night, I was like just in awe. Like, wow, he just got beat. What about you?
Frankie Randall Chavez fight. I watched it. I predicted Randall to beat Chavez. A lot of people thought that I was out of my mind, but I like no. I fought him, and I see Chavez a lot. So Frankie Randall,
Upset
real resilient, strong. I look for him to win that fight anyone. But I think Chavez came out to beat him.
next time. Hey, we're going to get off here, Jerry. What do you got to say to your fans there today?
Hey, keep supporting boxing. Boxing needs you, and that'll be on your telecast, Craig.
Hey, this is CraigHouseBoxing.com. Okay, CraigHouseBoxing.com. You see my website. You can get the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame T-shirts anytime you want to. Shoot them out there. Okay, and during the show in October, we're going to be selling the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. So you're going to see me next month in Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. You'll see me there with Johnny O Production. Hey, Tim O'Neill. Go Cubs. Then you're going to see me the next month with Tylee in Milwaukee. Team certified. We're doing good. Would you like to say hi?
Sure.
She's going to say hi. She's been our way. All right. Hey, have a blessed one. And then, after, then I'm going to go see my boy Michael Spinks. Yeah, in Chicago in September. Michael and Leon, Montel Griffin, Layman Brewster, those guys. Then October's going to be my show. Jerry, are you coming to the show in October?
Be there.
He's coming to the show in October right there. So look, Ray Seals committed. He's coming to the show. Angel Manfredi, WBU World Champion of the World, on HBO 11 times, coming to the show. Jerry Page is coming. We're trying to get a guy named Buster Douglas, and we've almost got him, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're working on it. Hey, guys, have a blessed day. Jerry, I'm going to give you last words. What do you want to say to your fans?
Support the show coming up in Indianapolis. Amateur Boxing needs you, and have a great day.
God bless, man.